It's not loading. Why isn't it loading? The light is on. It looks like it's doing something. Well, this is embarrassing. Well, anyway, I'm just going to assume that it's recording. Please do something. Put the little live button. Where's it says it's recording. Where's the little icon right here that says live? Oh well. I'm going to assume it's live. Hopefully I won't have, really bad video problems this time. Why won't you just put the live button up and then stop playing video so I can just put my mind at ease? I don't know if it's recording or not. It's not fair. Well, if you're watching, we were almost joined by my temperamental and very fickle cat, who has been sitting on my lap for the past half hour. And then he just got up as if he knew that I was about to start streaming, and he's like, nope, I'm not having any part of this. I don't want my face on screen. So, God. Well, at this point, I'm just going to have to assume that it's recording because it's not doing anything. See, high CPU usage. Wonder if I can get anything to prop up, whatever. Anyways, this week, what? Okay, alright. Thank you, My Little Life on Mars. Alright, so here's the survey this week. It seems only 2 of you voted, although somehow it managed to come up with this. I know a friend of mine who loves shipping, so, well, he's supposedly the master of shipping. So, Tangerine Cookie. I don't know if any of you know him. Anyway, so, Shipping Sickness by Skyrider. Little 2,000 words, so not bad. Strangely enough, way more views than that. This had to have been featured, which kind of makes sense at this point. You know, you guys are sending these in. So, let's get started. Now then, I like to pick links. I love links. I'm going to click on this link. Now, please allow me. There we go. Open a new tab. Love new tabs. Let's close out the survey. What does it do? Ooh, fascinating. What is this? Jeffrey C. Wells. Fascinating. Anyways, more on that later. Or maybe not. Anyways, so I usually pick a different foreign accent for everything, and a friend of mine suggested I try to do Schwarzenegger, so I'm going to try it. See if it's funny. Alright. Deep in the palpable force field darkness of the Ponyville's library common room, now crowded almost to bursting with purloined furniture, an unlikely puppet I can't do it. I'm going to try. Unlikely puppet master was speaking in a rather large armor. Rather than unusually than flat, the armor appeared to be taking careful note of her works. Alright, declared an utterly frazzled. That's why, because I'm using a French R. The French R is pronounced in the back of the throat. Ah. So, I'm using a French R with a... Is he Scandinavian or is he German? I can't really tell. Schwarzenegger. Could be something else entirely. I have absolutely no idea what nationality he is. But whatever it is, I'm doing it wrong because I'm using a French R. Declared an... I can't do it. I'll just go for the German. Declared an utterly main frazzled Twilight spark. a tiny nervous tick picking at her eyelid as she paced back and forth in front of the sizable furniture. You are no longer just a cabinet. You are now Shining Armoire, captain of my royal guard. Wait, what? What? What just happened? I have absolutely no idea what just happened. Deep in the purple forest field, the library common room, she was speaking to a lad. What? What the? What even is that? What even is that? I have to look this up because I am utterly bewildered at the moment. Load page. Load faster. Armoire. Don't even know how to say it. Armoire. A large wardrobe, a movable cupboard with doors and shelves. Whatever. Anyways, back to this. So she's talking to a wardrobe, no longer a cabinet, shining armor. Captain of my royal guard. Something's wrong here, said Shining Armor. I'm pretty sure I belong to a pony named Rarity. Not today, cried Twilight. Her irises shrunken to the size of bitcoins. Built to Unicorn's horn flared as she dragged a markedly less towering bit of furniture across the floor, its stubby animated legs scrabbling to keep up. This, declared Twilight, is your bride, Princess Miyamore Credenza. On the surface, you have a happy marriage, following a beautiful wedding that you almost didn't inform your sister about. Wait, hold on, said Shining Armor. Who's my sister again? Twilight glanced around the room and then, coming to a decision, blasted a tiny fairy lamp with yet another come to a life spell. There, that's your sister, Nightlight Sparkle. I approve of everything that's going on here, said Nightlight Sparkle. Even the construction of a giant force field around the library so that no one in town can interrupt your master plan to forcibly manufacture a satisfying atmosphere of romantic tension using sapient furniture. Thank you, Nightlight Sparkle, Twilight said, stiffing primly. She turned her attention back to the larger pieces of furniture in front of her. So everything should be happy between you two lovebirds, right? It certainly seems that way, said Princess Miyamori Cadenza. I mean, Shining Armoire is a handsome enough wardrobe. I think we could be pretty good friends, at least, right? Wrong, shouted Twilight. We have comments. I have no idea why it doesn't show up live. It's frustrating me. I mean, there should be a little icon right here. Ooh, comments on this page. We don't usually get comments on this page. Wow. Sapient means being able to... I know what sapient means. Oh, someone else asked. I don't have name. Why do I'm going to switch this now. Timestamps. Apparently I have one viewer. Okay then. Oh, ha. So, I know what sapient means. Back to this. Wrong! Shouted Twilight, gesturing with one heel. Because you, Princess Credenza, have secret amorous designs on Princess Sofa, immortal and extremely comfy alicorn of the night sky. She gave the Credenza a sly look. They say she's a love-seat. But why would you do that? Why would I do that to Shining Armoire? Protested Princess Sofa. Oh, jeez. And I usually do German for him. Yes, prithee, explain, thundered Princess Sofa. We find the two of them to be a delightful couple. Oh, what do you know? What do you know? What do you know? Snapped Twilight. I just brought you to life 5 minutes ago. Twilight's gaze spun around the room like a crazed drill sergeant, improbably surrounded by his own troops on all sides. And what's up with you hanging lamps? She cried. You're supposed to be swinging. We've decided that we prefer monogamy, said the hanging lamp. Somewhere in the darkness, there came the noise of a rhythm hit on a trap. Oh, okay. Actually, no, I have no clue what's going on with that. Rhythm sit on a trap set. What is a trap set? I don't even know what that is. I'm not going to look it up now. Anyways, Twilight frowned, then waded through the sea of furniture until she found the drum kit she'd taken from Pinkie Pie. No, she said to it sternly. Sorry, muttered the drum kit. Okay, drum kit. Snare drum. Anyways, Twilight pounded a hoof on a nearby desk. What's wrong with you, furniture? There should be a comma there. I see it. I am very observant, she exclaimed. Ow, said the desk. Sorry, she said. But seriously, what's wrong with you? Why aren't you engaging in sexy romantic liaison with each other? You're as bad as the actual ponies I know in real life. Her neck twitched a little, causing her completely disheveled mane to rustle like a cheerleader's pom-pom. They all laughed at me when they discovered the secret book of romantic stories that I've been writing about all of them. She blinked, a flicker of sanity re-entering her bloodshot eyes. Well, maybe they didn't actually laugh, she caveated. Comments. I love comments. Austria! He's Austrian. So German accent. For viewers. How do you know how many viewers I have? It never shows me anything. Look at this. It always reads 0. Always. It doesn't matter how many viewers I have. It reads 0. It's weird. Anyways, back to this story. Maybe they didn't actually laugh. She looked Kevin. Maybe they were quite understanding. They told me in no uncertain terms that none of them harbor any hidden lust for one another. As quickly as it had appeared, the flicker of sanity guttered and was gone. It is so humiliating, she cried. I'm tired of being embarrassed by my romantic fantasies. From now on, I'm going to live a tiny world of my own devising. I can't find a universe filled with romantic tension. I'll make a universe filled with romantic tension. As she stood there in the darkness, her chest heaving from the force of her tirade, Twilight Sparkle felt the little nudge of a drawer pull on her drawer. Excuse me, came a gentle voice. The unicorn turned and looked to see a little bedside table standing next to her, its front drawer bashfully extended. Her very own bedside table, in fact. I know you, said Twilight quietly. You should, said the bedside table. I'm one of the few pieces of furniture in this room you haven't stolen. Temporarily borrowed, corrected Twilight. Semantics, said the table, gesturing absently with a drawer. What I was going to say was, romance isn't something that you can get by awkwardly placing two pieces of furniture next to each other and making them interact. Romance is something deeper and far more special than that. It's not some sort of magic spark that happens all at once. It does depend on the feelings you have during the time you spend together, yes, but it's less an emotion and more an action you take. In fact, it's a series of actions you and your very special table take together throughout your entire life. And that's not something you can force into being over the course of an afternoon. There are several commas in this paragraph that just don't belong. I mean, I understand the table is taking dramatic pauses, but you don't need all these. They're utterly just confusing. Yeah. That didn't do what I thought it was going to do. Curse you, mousepad! Anyways, this is a romance story. I like comedies. Ooh, more comments. I love being able to... 4 viewers, 0 followers. Yes, I know. Isn't it interesting? Yeah. Twilight gazed deeply at her bedside table. The bedside table gazed back at her. The little purple librarian, the lavender unicorn syndrome, sagged then. You're right, little bedside table, she said. This is all really foolish of me. She sniffed a little. Don't cry, said the table. There is a pure desire underneath your strangest of execution. All you want is for ponies, and by extension, their furniture, that should be surrounded by M-dashes, by the way. Those are proper use of M-dashes. That's a comma splice. To love each other. You just need a little more time and experience to realize what love truly is. Wow. Thank you, table, said Twilight Sparkle, wiping away a few tears. Hey, how did you get to be so smart? Books, said the table, modestly. Every night when you finally raise the gumption to drag yourself to bed, you're still never ready to break from your reading. I am there beside you every night, watching you read, happy to be the thing that supports your life. You know, I have to stop here. I love the little, it's almost like a little bit of romance between the table and Twilight. And I am not going to be at all surprised if in the next scene or two, since the story is only like 2,000 words long anyway, if she actually gets shipped with the table. It's going to be hilarious. I can see it happening right now. It's this little bit of romance going on here, which is kind of interesting because once you've given the inanimate object sentience, it kind of makes just about anything possible. And it almost feels like something Pinkie Pie would do with like playing with the little. I mean, I really don't want to put that on Pinkie Pie because she's more of a. I don't know. I don't know what Pinkie Pie is. I don't think anyone knows what Pinkie Pie is, but she's Pinkie Pie. Anyways, distraction aside, this is adorable. Moving on. Comments. Comment. Comments. 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 I am there beside you every night, watching you read, happy to be the thing that supports your lamp and your little mug of bedtime tea. Thank you for always using a coaster, by the way. It means a lot. It burns! Ah, it burns! The coffee is too hot! Make it stop! You're welcome, table, said Twilight. And when you finally can't keep your eyes open for even one more moment, you lay your book down upon me and shut out the light, and I abide all night feeling the weight of your chosen words upon me. It is a thrill and a comfort to serve you in this way. Gosh, said Twilight, I never knew you felt that way, bedside table. The bedside table turned away. Yep. Bedside table shipping. The bedside table turned away, looking a bit ashamed. I have to admit, it said, its voice thick with emotion, that all my proselyte... I have no idea how to pronounce this word. Proselytizing? I'm looking this word up. Another break, another dictionary.com. 2 words in one day. This is new. Proselytize. Ah, proselytize. Also, especially British. Proselytize. Ah, yes, the silly Americans with our Z's. To convert or attempt to convert. Oh. Or, as Beedle from The Legend of Zelda would go, oh! And you all know what I'm talking about. I have to admit, it said, its voice thick with emotion, that all my proselytizing aside, I do have feelings for you. There it is. There it is. I was right. I do have feelings for you, Twilight Sparkle, though I know you have always favored your writing desk over me. Aww. Love triangles. It's a sad day. 'Cause you had a bad day. Anyways, don't say that, cried Twilight. Yes, I love my writing desk. In its own way. It's my faithful collaborator on all my letters and stories. And yes, I'm very fond of it. But I never share tea with it like I do with you. And I never sleep next to it at night. Twilight took a moment to stroke the table's smooth, well-sanded surface. Bedside table, she said. I'm so grateful to you for all the jobs you do as the one piece of furniture I keep next to my bed. And you will always be special to me. The table gave a shuddering sigh, and there was a note of bliss in it. You know, my French accent would actually have done much better. It's the language of love. I should do Italian next week. I am going to work on my Italian accent. It's terrible, but I'm going to work on it. I will do it next week. I promise. I'm going to have to write that down somewhere. Notepads. I'll do it later. Anyways, back to the story. I am terrible at staying on focus. Do you notice how much I have ADHD? I do. I really do. I just can't squirrel. Back to the story. The table gave a shuddering sigh, and there was a note of bliss in it. May I share a secret with you, Twilight Sparkle? It asked. Of course, table, said Twilight. You speak of sleeping next to me at night, it said, but always there is a I see where this is going. But always there is a distance between us. I must confess that just once I would like to lie with you as an equal. She's going to turn it into a bounty. Or just place it in the bed, which would be quite uncomfortable to sleep with. But it would be next one. The table looked a bit downcast then. I quake at my forwardness. Perhaps I should not... No, said Twilight. Please, I want to hear it. The table squared its top, implying that it's not already square. Comments? I see what you did there. Twilight Sparkle, it said, would you share your bed with me? Oh dear, sweet little table, said Twilight, laying her hoof gently on its top. Then she stopped. Wait, that'd be kind of weird. Did I or did I not animate my bed today? Now that would be an awkward moment. I would never stand between the two of you. I would never stand between the two of you, said the table hastily. No, it's all right, said Twilight. I think my bed is still just my bed. She knelt down beside the table, spreading her mane across its surface. Little bedside table, she said, I am so touched that I mean that much to you. Don't worry, said the table. If you're still thinking about it, I don't intend any funny stuff. I am a gentle table, and besides, it could never work between us. I am furniture, and you are pony. We come from two vastly different worlds, destined to be forever together and yet forever apart. But here, on this one magic afternoon where our worlds have intersected, just for a moment, I would like you to hold me as you drift off to sleep. Just once. I am now trying to imagine Twilight Sparkle holding a table. Literally, just picture this for a moment. She's sitting there with her hooves wrapped awkwardly around this oblong object that would have to be upside down with the legs sticking up in the air in order for it to work. Sleeping. Don't worry. Oh, I already read this. Yes. It's not nighttime yet. Afternoon nap, then, said the table, eagerly. Please, Twilight Sparkle. Twilight closed her eyes. She breathed, softly. Once. Twice. Her breath, foggy, against the table's glossy, impeccably waxed finish. What's the guy's name? Captain Kirk. His name escapes me! This is frustrating! I usually know his name on the spot. It's escaping me. What is his name? What was I talking about? You, said the table, have just made me the happiest piece of furniture. Oh, wait. I skipped a line. Twilight closed her eyes. She breathed softly and was swiped by the floopity food. What is his name? I'll IMDb it later. You guys probably already know it, and you're about to post it in the comments. I can see it now. Anyways, alright, she said. I would be honored to accommodate you. Let's go up to my loft. I have no idea how to read that line. I'm sorry. I have no clue as to how I should read that line. I am so breaking up the story. This is ruined. This video is ruined. Oh my goodness. Anyways, you, said the table, have just made me the happiest piece of furniture in the world. And with that, the two old companions made their way out of the common room upstairs to the unicorn's bed. A moment of silence passed. Should we have been watching all that? Yes. Yes, you should. Twilight Sparkle was roused from her nap by the bright, coruscating flash of a princess-level failsafe spell. A flash that tore away the layers upon layers of purple force with which she had shrouded the library. Blinking against the sudden sunlight, she disentangled her hooves and the legs of her bedside table, half hidden next to her beneath a spread of astronomy print sheets. It was the second princess-level failsafe spell that had been unleashed upon Ponyville in as many months, and there was a part of Twilight that hovered on the verge of panic in expectation of yet another calm and possibly patient upbraiding of her mentor and teacher. But right now, in this present moment, such thoughts were seconded in her mind to a single question that burned in her. She bit her lip and turned to her bedside table. "Bedside table?" she whispered quietly. "Are you still with me?" There was no response. The princess-level failsafe spell had stripped all her well-intentioned enchantments from the library, including every last advanced come-to-life spell. All the furniture constructs he had made were back in their own world now, and it was for the best, of course. As our table had said, furniture was furniture, and pony was pony. Still, there was a pang of loss and regret in Twilight Sparkle's heart. She had felt such kinship with her bedside table, for those few fleeting instants. And now, just for a moment more, she thought, maybe. Twilight Sparkle sighed. "I thought maybe I could love you," she whispered. "Perhaps I thought maybe I could love you," she whispered. "But you were right. We were not each other's soulmates. We can never be together, not truly. For I am a pony wizardess." Well, I suppose. I mean, wizard. Yeah, wizardess works. I never thought about it before. The term is. I have no idea. Yeah. I mean, ugh. I mean, am I wrong? It's just it works. I can't find anything wrong with it. I just bizarre. Anyways, Twilight sighed again and laid her head against her fifth table, cuddling up against it one last time. "And you," she said, "are just my one night." Did you write this entire story just for that line? You know, actually, that's kind of a cruel last line. You are just my one night stand, as in you are meaningless to me. You mean nothing to me. You're just a one night stand that I was with once. I almost I mean, obviously the pun is that you could just put a hyphen there and a space there. One night stand. Ha 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 ha. But it's really kind of like there was a clear romance developing there, and then she just acts like it didn't mean anything. It was I don't know. It just it sort of ruins the ending for me. I mean, yeah, I suspect that the author was writing it just for that line. Uh, and in fact, might have been either drunk or just on chocolate one night. Chocolate does do that, by the way. Just might have been in just one night and just been like, huh, one night stand. You know, or it could have developed a little more slowly. But that's my suspicion, is that the story was written around this line. But it just sort of ruins the ending for me. I mean, it was a slightly awkward, slightly funny, slightly funny. It wasn't really a comedy fic. Um, Romance developing there, and then it just kills it for me at the end there with that line. Like it feels so cruel, like it didn't mean anything, and I just, ugh. I really don't know what to do now, because I want to like the story, but that last line just ruined it for me. I really can't like the story, but I can't rightly give it a thumbs down. I mean, not because I'd be going against the crowd, but because, like, it's a good story. But I can't give it a thumbs up because I don't like it anymore. I just I don't know what to do with this. I goodbye. I mean, so anyways, that was the video for this week. Hope you enjoyed. Um Sorry my cat couldn't join us this week. Fickle little bastard.